You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Today on our Training Thursday show, what I want to do is I want to bring you an actual 12-week program, a 12-week guide that we use to help clients get in great shape for the summer. So what I want to do is just share a little bit about how we design these programs in Boston and how we do them for online private wellness clients and weight loss clients as well. So I shouldn't say it's just about weight loss either, because it's about body transformation. Not everybody wants to lose weight. Some people, maybe they want to lose like 5 pounds or so, but really what they want to do is tone up their body. They want to build up their muscles a little bit so they look like they're in better shape. And of course, when you're in better shape, it is noticeable. You can notice it through your clothes. You can notice it in a tank top. And of course, you can notice it when you're in a bathing suit at the beach. And one of the things that we like to talk about is whenever you're creating a plan or a program, you need to know what the end goal is. And that's the issue. So many people, before they come to us or before we speak with them, they just don't have an actual goal. They haven't thought about it before. They say, I want to get in really great shape for this summer. Okay, well, a lot of people do, and I'm included with that group. Everyone wants to, I shouldn't say everyone, but most people want to be in better shape for the summer. And that's natural. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's perfectly healthy. And it's not just about vanity. It's about wanting to see what you can do with your body to get in your best shape ever. And that's really what it's about. So what is missing, though, is there an actual goal to shoot for? So many people just say, I want to be in better shape. Well, how do you know when you're in better shape? You need to have markers for that. So the first thing we do is clients will come in, we'll do a body composition analysis, we'll talk about their goals. And so what we want them to do is we want them to get crystal clear on what it is that they want. We'll take their body fat. Let's just say their body fat is 30%. Well, they say, well, I want to start to have a flat stomach. Okay, we say that's not going to happen until you get below 20% body fat, and say, okay, well, that sounds like it's a lot of work. Well, actually, it's not. All it is losing 10% of your current body fat right now. And if we just take their overall weight, let's just say they're 200 pounds. Okay, well, what's 10% of that? Like, how much do we have to lose? Well, we need to lose then 20 pounds. Like that's going to be pretty straightforward right there. So we need to look at what percentage it is first of their body fat. But again, even if you don't know what your body fat is, it's totally fine. That's not the issue at all. Most people just have a weight-based goal. That's what I want to talk about today as well. So here's the thing. Let's say you've gotten to 180 pounds. You know what you looked at like at 160, 150, 140, whatever it might be. So most people can shoot for a certain number, and that works as well. So you can say, well, I really liked how I looked at 160 pounds, okay? And say, okay, well, that's a good goal. How much do you weigh now? Let's just say the person weighs 184 pounds for easier math in this example. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to create a 12-week plan for you right now. That's what we do, is 12-week plans. You want to get down to 160 pounds. You weigh 184 right now. Now, it might seem like a lot, but we're going to help you lose 24 pounds in those 12 weeks. And we're going to do that for you very systematically, very easily. And I want you to follow along at home as well, because you can do this. So just pick a goal. I picked a person weighs 184 pounds. We want to get them to 160 pounds. You could use the same goal as you want to weigh 160 pounds and you want to get down to 136. I'm just using 24 pounds as the weight loss. The reason is a lot of people we work with, they want to lose between 20 and 30 pounds. Some people over 100, some people just 5 to 10. It just depends on the person. Of course, those people just want to get in great shape. I'm going to talk with you as well. Your goal might not be weight loss, but actual body transformation. And if you're a personal trainer and nutritionist, take the same advice I'm giving everyone right now on this podcast and use it with your specific clients as well. Okay, so now we have a specific goal. We know when we achieve it. When do we achieve it? When you hit 160 pounds. When you lose 24 pounds overall. Okay, that's the goal. Good. So that's achievable. we know we can help you lose 2 pounds a week on average in 12 weeks. That's 24 pounds. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. But we can't do what most people do and wait 8 weeks before they actually decide, okay, I'm going to get serious. Now I'm going to lose those 24 pounds. Okay, well, now you have 4 weeks to lose 24 pounds. That's a lot more challenging. Can it be done? Yes, but not by everyone because it depends on how far away you are from your weight loss goal. And it's not the best way to lose weight. The best way to lose weight is gradually. And that way there, you're going to keep it off as well. Okay, so we've set our goal. Now we can create our plan for how we're going to achieve that. We're going to do weekly weigh-ins, or what I like to do is Monday and Friday weigh-ins. I've said that before. Why do I say that? Because the weekends can totally derail people from their goals. So instead of having a cheat meal on a Saturday night, they have a cheat weekend, which just kind of blends through Saturday night all the way through Sunday night. And that's like 36 hours of cheat meal. We can't do that. So we do is we do a Monday and Friday weigh-in, and that way there we make sure that our clients are on track. Okay, so basically this. Let's say they lost 2 pounds by Friday. They weigh in on Friday. Okay, great. You're on your way to your goal. Then you weigh in Monday, and you just gain back those 2 pounds. That's not an ideal situation. You gain back a half a pound from that cheat meal Saturday night, no problem. We're going to lose that plus 2 more by that next Friday. That's always our goal. Okay, so we do the Monday and Fridays to see if the weekends are really throwing someone off. Because we know one weigh-in doesn't make or break you, and it shouldn't make or break you either, okay? You really shouldn't be paying attention to the scale that minutely on a day-to-day basis, because here's why. Your body's predominantly water. Water weight shifts throughout the day. You will weigh less in the morning than if you weigh in at night. That's just because you're starting to eat food again. You're not as dehydrated as when you wake up. So again, it really does matter, and we can't get that close. All I look for is about a 2 pound average per week for someone who wants to lose 24 pounds in 12 weeks. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. And then what I say then to each, and again, this is me, this is my team implementing all of these plans. It's my diet plan. We use the Fatlocity plan. It is my programming for the first 12 weeks, and everything is customized then by the personal trainer on our team. And they are absolutely fantastic. They're the best of the best at doing this. What they're doing is saying, okay, we have your goal. We know it's going to take 2 pounds per week on average. And now we need to figure out what it's going to take to get you there. What are you doing right now for working out? And they say, well, nothing. Okay. Well, then for this person at nothing, it's not going to take 6 days a week of working out. I really want to make this clear. You don't need to ramp up from nothing to 6 days a week to lose 2 pounds. That's not the case at all. 2 pounds per week. What you need to do is more than you're currently doing right now in terms of exercise. Now this, I'm laughing, but this is not common knowledge. And it's not common knowledge for anyone in the health and fitness industry either. I actually think it's worse to go from 0 to 6 days a week, because what happens when you plateau? Like, what do you do then? You can't do 7, you can't do 8 days a week, right? You can't go up from there. So here's what I say is I want you to do 3 days a week if you're doing nothing right now. So I want you to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's perfect. That's going to be enough for most people to lose that 2 pounds per week, no problem. It's really not going to take much more than that. It's going to take some resistance-based training workouts with some interval-based training. And again, let's talk about the people who just want to build muscle, tone up, look better. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you 2 programs right now. If you're trying to build muscle, you want to really put on some good muscle in your glutes, your legs, your shoulders, your chest, whatever it might be. Fantastic. I want you to do 3 to 4 times a week of weight training, about 1 day a week of just straight intervals if you'd like. That's going to be enough. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus a Saturday interval day, that's going to be perfect. Want to do a little bit more? Okay, Monday, Tuesday, resistance training workouts. You can do intervals after the workout, so you can just do like 4 to 5 intervals after the workout if you'd like. On Wednesday, day off. Thursday, Friday, resistance-based days. And again, my resistance-based days talk about like metabolic resistance training. All you need to do is tune into previous Training Thursdays to hear about how I design workouts. And then on Saturday, you could do strictly interval day, like a hill sprint day, a stadium stair sprint day, bike sprinting, a spin class, whatever you want to do on that day. That will get you in peak shape, peak condition. But you don't have to do that much. And again, for people wanting to lose weight, 2 to 3 days a week of resistance training, enough. So metabolic resistance training, anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes. And then 2 to 3 days a week of cardio. You can do a steady state day if you really wanted to. Again, tune into my previous show on that. But intervals are going to help tremendously as well. How many intervals? Again, you've heard me say this before, somewhere between 8 and 10. If you're more advanced, of course, you can do more as well. But again, for most people, what do I say for working out? What's going to get you to your goals? More days than not of exercise. How many days are there in a week? 7. Good. How many days is more days than not? It's 4. So if we can get 4 days a week, you're going to be in tip-top top condition. Most people we work with work out 3 days a week, not always all 3 days with us, but they're working out 3 days a week. Is that enough to get them in great shape? Absolutely. Can you add the icing on the cake with that fourth day? Definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the best way to do it. So now what do we have? Okay, well, we have a goal of losing 24 pounds in 12 weeks. We know that on average, we need to do that 2 pounds per week on average. Again, you'll lose more in the beginning, a little less towards the end, but that's okay. It all averages out. And then after that, what do we need? Well, we need the plan. We need the program. We need to know how many days of resistance workouts. That means with weight or your own body weight or whatever it might be. And then we need to know how many days are interval or cardio days. And then we have that into one really nice program. Then people ask, can I do yoga? Yes. Does that count as a workout? No. Yoga is fantastic, but not necessarily for body shaping. Now, I know people will argue back and forth about that, and I'm okay. I'll have that debate. That's perfectly great. You don't do yoga to get in great shape. You do yoga for the benefits of yoga, which is not necessarily body transformation, okay? It's supposed to be for spiritual-based reasons, for breathing, for health, for relaxation. Can you get some actual body shaping out of it? Absolutely. No doubt about that. However, it's much more effective to do interval training and to do resistance training for that. Yes, but do yoga because yoga is fantastic. But we're not talking about that today. We're saying someone has goals to transform their body in 12 weeks. Here's how we're going to do it. Okay, so now you have all of those breakdowns, but here's the other point. You need to either have an accountability coach like a personal trainer or a workout buddy that you're meeting at the gym for these specific programs, or some type of like online check-in system, whatever it might be, because you need consistency. That's what it's all about. I've never seen someone get in phenomenal shape in 1 week. Okay. So can you lose a lot of weight in 1 week? Yes. But you do it through nutrition and not necessarily the working out part. When you're doing it through nutrition, do your muscles change? No. You're going to reveal those muscles below, right? You can feed them more nutrients, but losing the fat and all the toxic water weight on top doesn't give you better muscles. It exposes the musculature that we all have below that body fat. So that's the big thing. So I talked about the exercise component right there. Hopefully that's more clear now. And again, previous Training Thursdays, I've given you all sorts of different breakdowns of programs. I've told you how to do this. This month, even on the on our website, the store, we're actually giving away our $99 workout program and our band set, which is insane. Like, we're giving this away for any and all lab purchases again. But you don't need to purchase this from us. Without a doubt, you do not. You can find many other great programs. I'm not in the business of trying to sell you a workout program. I'm in the business, my job is what I consider to be to make your life a whole lot easier, to save you the time and the frustration and the stress of trying to figure it all out for yourself. Because again, all you need to do is kind of find that person who's already done it before, who's teaching it, who has done this for years, and just say, okay, well, this person knows what they're doing, and I'm going to model their system. So again, lots of great workout programs out there. Don't get one out of a magazine. You can use a book, no doubt about it. You can definitely use a book. And again, in A Man's Guide to Muscle and Strength, which is also, by the way, just as useful for women. It's just my publishers made me put that name. So again, when you're an author, and especially as I was a little naive, I don't even know, 7 years ago, you don't always get to do everything you want with the book. This book is literally some of my best work. Again, I make about $1 per sale on that's it. But it's a great book. I stand by it, and you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on our website as well. On my website, it's just a little different. It's just an autographed copy, but you can get it anywhere. And that's a full year of workouts. But what I want you to do is I need you to find that 12-week plan. It can be with anyone. Again, personal trainer, book, a workout buddy, whatever it might be. Just get working out. That's the whole point. Now, in addition to that, you need the nutrition plan. And with the nutrition plan, you've heard me talk about this again on many other Total Wellness Tuesdays and Weight Loss Wednesday shows. But what I want you to do is, and what I want you to think about is this. You need a plan that you know systematically is going to help you lose that 2 pounds per week as you're transforming your muscles. Because as great as exercise is, and I've been in this field for a long time, but it's not going to help you burn the body fat as much as nutrition will. It's going to make the body under that body fat look a whole lot better. And again, there's a whole lot more than the looking good part of it. And I've talked about this again on, I think, my last Training Thursday. I talked about all the benefits of cardio, which we don't even think about it as much anymore. But again, we're talking about getting in shape for the summer. So there's a lot of benefits. Get in shape and at the same time, do a lot of great things internally for your body. So what you want to do is you're going to want to listen to my previous podcast on how to first eliminate the carbs and then add them back in. So that name of that podcast is called Transitioning Off a Low Carb Diet. It's going to teach you how to systematically add them back into your diet. Now, if you'd like to use our plan, you can just simply use the Fatlocity plan. I didn't even allow this out for about 10 years, like at least 10 years. This is our private client's diet plan. It's very simple. It's 30 pages. That's all it is. And all it is step-by-step sample nutrition plans. Honestly, that's all it is. And it just gives it to you step by step by step. But you don't have to use ours. So all I'm trying to do is, again, make your life easy. And one of the reasons too is I always say don't use the Dr. Cabral Detox right away, is because I want you to get your benefits from your exercise, from some nutrition, or just follow the daily Dr. Cabral protocol for that smoothie in the morning. That's going to get you benefits. Start moving forward. And then what you can do is you can do a 7-day detox, a 14-day detox, or a 21-day detox. And that is going to help you then turn on those afterburners. That's going to help you then break past those plateaus. That's, again, I'm giving you the same advice that I use in my Boston practices with my personal trainers. I do bi-weekly meetings with the team. I'm trying to teach a couple times a month. And so what we're doing is we're helping clients lose weight with the Fatlocity plan. And then we're using the Dr. Cabral Detox to then break past those plateaus. It works phenomenally well. I'm trying to give you the same exact program and protocols as well. So again, create the goal, set a definite number of weeks. It might not be 12, but this is going to get you in shape for that 4th of July weekend. And in the US, at least, like that's a big milestone, especially New England, because then it actually gets warm for the first time. So you have your goals, you have your workout program. You're going to add your nutrition to this, and you're going to be off to the races. That really will help you get the most amount of benefit from that. So let me simplify just for one more moment. You're going to set that goal. In this case, 24 pounds in my example. That's 2 pounds per week. You're going to create the actual program. So for this weight loss person, they're going to do 3 times a week if they haven't been doing anything before. That's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. They're going to do Monday and Friday weigh-ins. Their exercise plan is going to come from their personal trainer, from a book that they decide to purchase, or from a workout buddy who knows a lot about getting in shape, and you're going to follow along with them, okay? You can add optional days on top of that, but 3 days will be your starting point. And again, if you've been doing 2 days a week already, then you'll want to ramp that up to 3 or 4 days, but you have to do more than you're currently doing right now. And then you'll want to add a nutrition component to this, because the majority of the weight loss won't come from just the exercise alone, especially if you're eating exactly the same, but will come from either a caloric reduction of 500 calories per day, minimum, or it will come from more the choices of the foods that you're eating, macronutrients, especially in the beginning. So what we typically recommend, and I've spoken about this before, is that we're going to reduce those processed carbs. We're going to reduce I don't want to turn this into a nutrition show because I've talked about this before and I want to respect your time today as well, is you're going to reduce all of those processed foods and carbs in the beginning, still keeping in all of the good veggies, potentially some berries as well. But again, all you have to do is listen to that transitioning off low carb diets, and it teaches you how to lose the weight and then start to gradually add them back in to find out exactly what's right for your body at what moment in time. So hopefully you enjoyed today's show. Please feel free to give me any feedback that would help. I'm always open to your feedback. You can just go to stevencabral.com/ask Cabral. That's where you can ask your questions for the weekend host calls, as well as any feedback. Love to hear it. Do appreciate each and every one of your listens. Thank you and take care. I want to sincerely thank you for your support of this podcast. I couldn't do it without you, and I mean that. I truly do. I also want to make sure you knew that we now have multiple ways for you to find your answers to the most difficult health, wellness, weight loss, and anti-aging questions. You can find podcast-specific topics like thyroid, adrenal, hormones, sleep, digestion, Ayurveda, and many more at stevencabral.com/podcasts that will then link you to your favorite Apple, Spotify, and other podcast players. Plus, all new podcasts and weekly exclusive video content is being added to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Stephen Cabral. And that's Stephen with a PH. Head on over and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the exclusive content. Lastly, if you've ever found any of my podcasts or books to be helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a review on iTunes or your favorite media player for the podcast. Rating and subscribing to the YouTube and podcast allow me to reach more and more people and help spread my mission of healing throughout the world. Thank you again for being a part of this movement.